Anyone else watching The Worst Ex Ever on Netflix? Because, first off, the moment they told me episode one was going to be in Florida, I said, Then they said Tallahassee. I said, oh, okay, my old neighborhood. When the first ex comes on there and they said she fought alligators for 2 years, worked with poisonous snakes, and in an exotic zoo that trained tigers. And I said, and she survived. And I said, there's going to be a story here. And there is a story. When I tell you everything you think you know about this guy, left. First off, thought his name was Steven. It is not. I mean, well, let me take that back. It is. It is Wade Steven. Then he tells all these people that he was like adopted. He's like 6'5", attractive. He got dimples. And I said, okay, I see how that went there. And then the first girlfriend talks about like within a couple like months of dating, they move in together. And it's basically you find out that Wade's strategy at the time, because this is 2019, so there was sort of a housing issue, always been. But Wade's strategy for navigating housing is dating. He is riding on the passenger side of his best friend's ride, trying to holler at me, because the very first girlfriend, the first red flag for her was he stole her laptop and sold it because they found it at the pawn shop like 2 blocks over. And just like a constant theme for all of these, because it's like insane. A constant theme is like they meet, they hang out for a few months, and then like he moves in with them immediately, because the second girlfriend, Courtney, he moves in with her and her sister. But then when she gets into a fight with her sister and she has to move out and into her friend's home and Wade can't come, he ghosts her. And I'm like, so you know it's really literally all about the shelter. And then the first girlfriend, when she finds out what's going on, she's like trying to warn people. Plot twist, the cops don't believe her and let him out, which is going to be very important, right? So she tries to warn everyone, and he kidnaps her and forces her to go to this lady's house, the one that he eventually ghosts because he knows she doesn't have a shelter anymore. So he's literally tricking for resources at this point. He's a gigolo. And so then from that point, after he abducted her, she tells the cops are like, this sounds ridiculous. Awful. The girl that saw her says that she didn't see any marks on her, but then like you see the picture. She goes on Facebook and then finds out that the 6'5" dimpled guy who's been dating all of these women is now in a relationship with a man. I'm not saying anything about like thinking that's wrong. It's just like, because Wade is suspect and suspicious and sketch, it's like, well, are you, or are you just moving through? And you know what a major red flag is? All of these people are like, we were out having a good time and we were partying and Wade said, let's do drugs. And they're like, oh yeah, that's fine. And then the guy, his boyfriend, at one point goes, yeah, I think he gave us bath salts. And if anybody is from Miami, bath salts had people eating people's faces, like getting impaled on like fences because they were trying to run away from the cops. Like, when I tell you, I still to this day don't even really remember what bath salt is, because I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole. But this Wade guy, we're in for a bumpy ride. And then now I finally made it to the part where unfortunately he's murdered people, and then his dad had to tell him like, he was mad at his dad for turning him in after he told him dead ass that he did murder these girls. And when he sees the dad at the jailhouse and he's like, hey, you got to do the right thing and I'm going to give you 3 reasons why. And like Wade actually was like, okay, like he needed 3 reasons. He was like, well, there's a kid that's waiting for his mom, a fiance that's waiting for his fiance, and you look like a monster. And he's like, oh, when do you want me to do it? We'll see if he actually follows through, because if anything is any indication of anything, when you fast forward and like see the actual thumbnail of Wade's picture, the man with the handsome face and dimples, who was a personal trainer, has like tattoos all over his face. Like he did some like, he's got like his lips kind of sewn thing. And they call him the Deadpool killer. I'm like, okay. So anywho, y'all, if anyone is watching this, yeah, what are your thoughts? I'm confused, because I'm just confused. There's a lot going on. And Plenty of Fish was mentioned, which makes me so validated in my feelings that, yeah, people were sketch on there. People were very sketch, because you'd be like, oh, I want, someone stable, no kids, got a career, has a car, and they'll be like, I'm unstable, multiple kids, I need your car and probably some cash. And why I'm saying it's giving that they're riding on the passenger side of their best friend's ride, trying to holla.